favorite song, especially when you look at your life in the form of story. Please let us get into this program. Let's welcome and welcoming everyone. Welcome. Please tell your friends, share. Today is going to be a blast. It's going to be so powerful. I love a particular song that I used to sing at the beginning of my life. Ask her what to do. Okay. At the beginning of my life, I always say that I have a story and my reality. Please be okay. Welcome. So good to see you again. Well done. Thank you for choosing to do this. I saw the flowers all over. I said, People that have not heard the story, they don't know what it is. They don't know what is the cost of the oil. They don't know the price we paid to get to where we are today. You know, when people look at the makeup, the cosmetics, the accolades, the celebration, the honor people give to us in life, they don't know that so many waters has gone under the ground. I wanted to sing a song that I used to sing those years when I just found out that my life is kind of a paradox. You know, when I gave my life to Christ, and it becomes, hey, is it going to be real? Am I choosing? Is my life going to add up? And I love the song. When I gaze into your holiness, when I look into your loveliness, when all things that surrounds me becomes a shadow in the light of you. When I found the joy of reaching your heart, when my will becomes engrossed in your love, I worship you. Ooh, I worship you. Ooh, the reason I live is to worship you. I worship you. Ooh, I worship you. The reason I live is to worship you. I'm sure you are wondering, sometimes some people say I don't have a voice. It's their business. Anything that the Bible says, let the living praise the Lord. As long as there is life in me, I'm praising the Lord. You know, my children used to abuse me that, mommy, you sing off key. I tell them, singing off key, I can't have everything. I'm unapologetically anointed. I'm very intelligent. So leave the rest. Let others too enjoy other benefits. Thank you so much. I don't care. You're laughing. That's the truth. If they tell me I cannot sing, no, whatever. But at least I can praise him, and my voice, hearing my voice. Hey, did I forget what I said I would do at the video today? All of you go and look for instruments. We're going to. Yeah. Yeah, good to go.
Can I get mine too?
Yes, you will. Welcome to my story, my reality. This is not a fiction. It's not a made-up stories. We don't tell stories to impress you and get depressed at the end of the day. There's no need for it. So we are telling you our stories, our reality, what life has thrown at us, because you know what? The devil does not fight what he does not fear. You know what the brother of Joseph said is, behold, the dreamer cometh. Let us kill him and see what will become of his dreams. So whatever challenges we went through in our lives growing up, all the beatings, the batter, the shatter, the massacre, the psychiatric, emotional, psychological pressure, it is because there's something the devil is afraid of, and is afraid of the impact this testimony would bring today. And you know, the Bible says that if the devil had known, he wouldn't have crucified the Lord of glory. If the devil knew that you're going to talk about your story and your reality today, and lives are going to be wowed, touched, changed, know that in every diamond there is a dust. In every, this is a treasured woman that you are watching today. Treasured, I'm not joking. There's so much treasure in her. She's deep, she's insightful, she's prophetic, she's dynamic, she's sensitive, and she's solid. And she's a woman that her heart is large enough to take charge of the whole world. And I'm not joking. Every day vision is being battered in her. Every day she's carrying body. Every day she's all over the place, because she knows that I can't go through this pain for the fun of it. There's a mess in my message. There's a mandate in my message. There's a mandate in my ministry. Every mess that I've gone through, there's a message for this generation through that mess. And that's why we're here again today. It's our story. It's our reality. She's not masking it. She's not cosmetic. She's not going to cosmetalize it. If there's any English like cosmetalization, whatever. You know, she's not going to put it in a way that people will think, okay. No. We are bringing it out raw. And this is a survivor. This is a woman who has chosen to live. This is a woman who has made up her mind to take her life back against all odds. You know, when I read scriptures and the Bible says some people, they waited for their miracles, they didn't see it, and they entered the annals of faith. They don't have the Bible, they don't have the Holy Ghost, they don't have books to read. Me that I have the Bible, I will now not make my impact. If I suddenly wake up and even heaven is not true, I believe because it lives on the inside of me. That's the mistake the devil made. The conviction is deeper than emotion, is stronger than the color. It has entered my skin, my conviction of the divinity in my life. So you can't take what somebody has received. What you steal from someone is something that person has done, is not protecting. Thank you so much for coming to be part of this, my story, my reality today. I'm going to allow you to just feel comfortable. Please, I need a pen and a paper so that no interjection except I have to. Because we want to take all we can. We want to understand how life can really be unfair to people that are gullible, especially the vulnerable ones. Like the program I had with you. Thank you so much for that program. It's just a blessing. He said when the protector becomes a predator. I'm sure that statement, that she was one that cautioned that, captioned that program. So I'm sure probably maybe when we hear a story, we know where that revelation came from, because that's the first time in my life that I will hear when a protector becomes a predator. Okay, the paradox. I'm sure some of these stories will bring out what she actually meant. Yes, over to you. Her name is, I call her prophetess Oluwatoyin Latif. She used to abbreviate herself. Her name.
I will do that.
Go ahead and do it now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you, my mentor, my therapist. Thank you. Is it okay to call your mother a friend?
Yes, you are my friend, man. Your children guess when are we not friends? You know our gist now. We can gist for 3 hours on the phone, and nobody is it. We gist, we tongue, we pray, we cry, we gist, we tongue, we pray, we cry. Abba.
Even in the middle of the night.
Midnight. Oh, what are we going to do? Else do we have? We have one another. Beg. Forget mother. Forget anything.
Thank you very much. Thank you all the viewers, those that are on now and will watch later. Good afternoon, everyone. Where I am now, it's afternoon. Where you have maybe morning or evening. Good day. My name is Deborah Atoyi Latif, fondly called DTL. It's the abbreviation of my name, and I give it determined to live. You must be determined that you want to live. That's where DTL came from. I am a mother, a wife, a believer. I'm a nurse by profession. And I want to say I'm a woman. I'm that young lady. I'm the young girl, young woman God has carried through deep valleys. Deep valleys. But most importantly, I am a wounded healer.
Come on now.
Someone who God has transformed through my pain so I can help others find their own healing.
Yeah.
That's who I am. My background, where did the journey begin? I was born into a polygamous family. My mom happened to be the fourth of the wives of a man that was a trader. My father resides in another country while mom resides in our own country. Anyway, I was born, we were all bubbling and this and that until a day came and my mom's, was it the third? I think it was the third one. My third, sibling died when he was about to graduate. There are many stories, but this angle today that I want to come to is going to talk about the childhood trauma. So my brother died, a bright, promising child of our mother. He was the first son of my mom, but happened to be the third. I think it was the third or the fourth, because yes, I think it was the third one. So he died. Alas, he died. It broke my mother's heart. So she had to pack out of my dad's place and find a place of grief, where she can mourn. Our home become emotionally frozen. Nobody explained anything to me. I happened to be the second to the last born. Okay, the one that followed me died a year before my brother died. But my brother's death was the one that broke her because it was in a higher school. My little sister then, I think she was about 2 or 3. I can't remember vividly. Anyway, she packed out of daddy's house. And, I was a homely girl, if I can put it that way. But mom moving out of that environment put something into me, unknown thing. I happened to be a brilliant child. It was 3 of us. Is either myself first, the other 1, 2, 3. That's how we rotated while I was in primary school, crossing to secondary school. My first year in secondary school went very, very good. My report was okay. But because there were no conversations, no comfort, no explanations, I was a child. I was confused and unprotected.
Now, wait. Let me say this because people are going to be hearing us. Trauma of you lost your brother, your sister was gone, you lost your brother, and finally, your brother died, your mother left, no explanation.
No explanation.
You have a lot of questions going on in your mind as a child. Is it my fault? Why would my brother die? Why would my mother leave? And they assume that children are dummies or dullards. They don't believe that they owe any child any explanation about divorce, about death, about accidents, about any loss, about robbery experience, anything that brings pain or trauma. Parents don't believe they owe their kids any explanation. Go ahead. That's
And
true.
our household was filled with families. My father happened to be a family man. Most of his members were in that house, even though he wasn't living in Africa. I mean, in Nigeria particularly. You know? So the trauma entered before I even knew what trauma was called. It just entered slowly like that. So it affected my school. My education was affected unknowingly. I just became a dollar.
Kai. Hey!
In school, before this painful season, you know, remember I said it was 3 of us. It's either 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I was a brilliant child. I remember that I wrote it down somewhere. I want to become a medical doctor. That is my son. That was my son. I'm going to become a medical doctor. Then I became the lowest in class. After that strategy. My secondary school was literally just, it's just main road, which I can just cross over and enter school. Yet, I felt emotionally far away from school. Teachers were worried. Then, that period, I joined some people. We leave school. We leave school to just be roaming about. We won't be in class. Among my sisters, they were somewhere else, doing their own thing, going to shop, thinking that I was in school, but I wasn't. When the result came, it was all red. Red. Then I took black biro. We call it biro then.
Yes.
Then I changed it.
Blue.
I changed it.
The red to blue. Oh my goodness.
Because a lady, the girl that always come out as first, even if I took second, it will be, I'm going to they will tell me off at home. Anyway, I used black biro to erase that thing. They were asking, where is your report? I gave them the report. Oh my God, they beat the hell out of me.
Okay, they knew you changed it.
They knew I changed it. I knew that they're going to know that I changed it, but I changed it because I wanted to give them what they would love to see. Nobody find out what was going on.
Nobody cares about emotions. Africans don't care about emotions.
Why all of a sudden, I didn't know then that trauma can shut down the brain. It shut down my brain. It shut down my memory. My confidence was gone. No more attention. Any day I wanted to sit in class, I would just be looking. No attention. The things just turned upside down. I wasn't failing, but I became very lazy. I was failing because my soul was wounded.
Of course.
Without explanation. Myself, I didn't know what was going on there. Then Mom took a decision. This is where the story is going to come in. This is a brilliant child. Then she decided that she was going to take me to family members who she believed that they're very strict. That is because I was very, what was the word? Spoiled as the last born now. She doesn't want me to become useless. And she said, I will take you to my cousin. She's a medical doctor. She'll be able to look after you.
And let you become your doctor, your dream.
I will take you there. She will look after you. Oh, blessed memory, Mom. She really tried, but that was what she knew then. Okay, then we settled to live with a family member, I'm going to quote it like that, a family member who lived outside Oyo State, and his decision was to take me to a boarding school. But the boarding school didn't happen. Mom wanted to secure my future in her pain, in her confusion. She handed me over to the one that she trusted. Parents, please listen. She handed me over to the one that she thought in few years' time I will be blossoming. She handed me over to the one that she thought, this one, we pomade this lady with beautiful perfume. They were professionals, the husband and the wife. They were professionals. Protector in Predator's uniform.
I'm telling you, that was where you got it from.
Lady happened to be the teacher, and the husband was a policeman.
Protect us. Come on.
I was meant to attend a private boarding school. Instead, I became a child, housemaid in their home.
Yes, who is the maid? Oh my God.
I became the housemaid. I'll be late to school. I was unable to concentrate on my studies. Remember, I was failing from where I was coming from. So that failure became, they don't even have marks for me. Attending a day school with endless chores, I repeated that twice. I was in Form 2 then. I read Form 2 3 times. Secondary school supposed to take 5 years. Mine take 9 years. Not because I wasn't intelligent, but because I was overwhelmed. Remember, the grief was there. 2 griefs that were not far to each other, but I wasn't told anything. Everybody would just come, sat down with mom, cry. The children, nothing they would tell us. Then the abuse, the story came in now. Something traumatic happened in that home. The teacher traveled quite often, leaving myself at home and my own children too. I was around 13. Just having the puberty, becoming a lady. The breast was just developing. The breast was just coming up. One day, in my sleep, I just felt something touch my breast. When I woke up, I didn't say anything. I slept again. Then, when the woman found out what happened, I was the one blamed. 13-year-old.
Blamed for
that I did not kept myself very well.
You didn't sleep tight. You are tempting.
I was exposing myself. Mama, I was ashamed.
Wow.
Mama, I was brutal. She called me names that no child should ever hear. Traumatic names in our own language. a child that no go better for, a child that come to destroy, a child that will never see the future, a child that
potential drowned on the altar of dysfunctional home. That's why I'm shouting.
all names.
I'm shouting to the world. I'm screaming.
You know,
Screaming.
I felt dirty, confused. That moment changed something in me. It destroyed my whole being. And it was in a public place. You know, it was in the barrack.
So shame. You were stigmatized, child.
Mm-hmm. You know, I couldn't understand. So this woman, what came, Koboko they call it, ground pepper, beat me up. Put pepper in all those wounded places. Take blade. Cut my body. Blade, razor blade. Cut my body. Pour the pepper. The only place she didn't put pepper in my body was my eyes.
Even your private part.
Everywhere. And she told me to open my leg and pour the pepper inside it. It was bad. I think it was in 1982 or 1983. Mom was far away. My sisters were far away. It was a terrible situation. Then she took my clothes off. I became nude. She asked me to start to running around
the barracks.
The whole place. To be running around the barracks. I felt, the young girl that was just growing up. I have many friends in the barracks, and it broke me. After I finished my assignment or punishment I was outside for about 2 hours doing that, just running from the gate. I would run around. It broke me. Then there was no phone. Then I wrote letter to Mom that I wanted to go and drown myself. And because she didn't know the heavy weight of that trauma, then she didn't reply. And I couldn't understand why I was suffering for something I didn't do. I couldn't talk to anyone. I had no voice. There was no voice. My profession now, we talk about voice of the child. There was a child that made safeguarding very thorough where I am residing now. They call that girl Victoria Klimbihe. I think when Victoria Klimbie's story came up, this story that I was telling you, I felt it then that I could imagine what that girl was going through. After that, many of slapping, what I didn't do, I will pay for it. There was a day and she came back and, I was only 13, looking after another children, about 4 of, at least I was the eldest among maybe about 6 people there, looking after them. You are a cursed child. You can't, all those
you
words,
can't amount to, now.
I've prayed all those words.
Of course. Causeless cause does not come. Proverbs 26:1. Undeserved cause has no effect.
I felt trapped. I felt alone and worthless. As I was walking around indoors, there will be a lot of words that I will be hearing. That
trauma.
Then I tried. One day, I've already poured that bleach. I wanted to commit suicide. I wanted to end everything. Mom was not even there. I have a sister that she's my mom. She's still living. You know, she's the second born of my mother. She won me over around 7 years of age. But when the trauma came, everything just destabilized. You know, nobody cared about the letter that I wrote.
And they saw it.
I don't even know if they saw, but I went to the post office to put it in the post. I wanted to end everything. I still don't know what stopped me.
Destiny.
Till date.
Purpose.
All I can say now is mercy stepped in. You know, children don't lie. When I heard that any child has received inappropriate touch and the parents are saying, no, it's not, I always stood my ground. I know children don't lie.
They don't lie.
Children don't lie.
When they wrote a suicidal letter, they are not lying.
Children don't lie. Well, after 2 years, I was taken back home because I became very sluggish. I couldn't do, I wasn't functioning again, especially in my education. So she took me home. I wish I could say.
Nobody can even ask you, why are you not reading? Why are you dulling? Why are you stalling? Why are you not concentrating? No question. Hey!
No questions.
Oh my goodness.
And I was old training girl. When we're talking, we must kneel down. We cannot look at anybody's face. I wish I could say, when I got back to my base where mom was, I wish I could say I was welcome with love. But instead,
again,
the king was waiting for me.
Hey, because you disgrace them by living where they put you.
Why?
Hey,
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you go and just be exposing yourself? Why would you just, when you are growing up, you're supposed to, you know,
put yourself together? Yeah.
Still blaming me for what had happened. Now became gossip. They started to gossip about something that they didn't know, the trauma that had happened, that didn't happen.
Oh God.
Anywhere she goes, that woman, she will spread the story. She wanted to break my home. She has done this, she has done that, but I had no voice. You know, it's good for parents to sit down with their child and listen. There was no listening here. I carried that shame that did not belong to me. Then my vision became blurry. I pushed to finish secondary school. Then I said, no more school. At least I've done number 5 school. No more. Let me begin to do trading. I don't want to go to school. But as mercy we have it, I traveled out. A woman came to our church. That woman, all our seeds will possess the gates of their enemies. That woman.
Angel can always show up.
Hey, that woman. She preached a sermon. And someone was talking about it. I wasn't a member of that church then. Someone was just talking about it. I said, okay, go and bring the CD. Let's hear it. I knew there was something, but I couldn't figure it out. That something was missing. I've already done my nursing training. I became a nurse and this. And I listened to that message. Something turned around. It turns around something about my destiny. And do you not want to know that woman? Maybe you've heard about the woman. Mommy, you want to know about the woman?
Please let me know.
You want to know her? Are you sure you want to know her, ma?
Yes.
She's a writer. She's a therapist. She preached about trauma with passion. And it's no other person than Dr. Mrs. Adetuberu. You know, she preached
See the way I
about
held my head.
what is called Father's
Is it in
Word.
London?
Yes. She preached that sermon, and I listened.
I feel like crying.
And I listened again. That truly, if my dad was there, all these things wouldn't have happened. Truly, truly. So little that we know, please let us begin to let it out. Because we don't know who that thing is going to save. It saved my life. That message saved my life. Then I began to search. I began to research. I went to Bible, what's it called? Christian counseling school. I'm a counselor, Christian counselor. And what I found in the counseling room took me down to this lane that, oh my word, it was a trauma. And I found that there is some gender. I just want to polish it now. These genders, anytime I come in contact with them, relational, either in love relational, the was a spiritual relational, you know, they were not just as the figure they're supposed to be. Then I thought, okay, where do we go from here? It was a turning point. It was a turning point. I've been your follower for a long time. Then there was no social media. I'll be looking for, okay, where can I get the book of that woman? Where can I get whatever of that woman? I need to grab that woman. There was a day I traveled to Nigeria. I said, I want to see Mama Adetuberu. I just need to meet this woman. But there was no opportunity. Are you surprised, Mom?
I'm short of words. I'm really, really short of words.
Well, when my confidence collapsed, that revived it. When the 5 years was supposed to be 8 years, that revived it. You know, trauma doesn't just affect the mind. It affects the body.
The whole being.
It affects the brain. It affects not only that, it affects the future. And to have not shocked you, that was the way I was raising my own kids.
Of course, now.
I would beat them, but the only thing I didn't do was to be calling them names. But I would beat them. I've apologized to all of them.
Yeah. Because when you are bleeding, you bleed on people. That's why I tell women, go to therapy, heal. Even if your home is not going to work, build yourself, work on yourself. So as at least you will not lose both ways. You can't afford to lose both ways. Yeah.
Then I realized I wasn't stupid. I was just traumatized as a child.
It's abuse.
I became people's, what's it called? It's
pleaser.
Not people's person. People's pleaser.
That's it. That's trauma. People's pleaser.
I will make myself available. I am available everywhere.
Mrs. Fix-It.
I was not acceptable. I was available, but not acceptable.
Somebody said from radio to every social media, I was talking, man. Imagine, I don't know. That's why you can never see me not being comfortable in my mandate, because I know it's the gospel me I've also felt, I've touched, I've handled. Trauma, pain.
Sorry, the battery is just about to die.
So what do we do?
So
you don't use power bank in London. Here we have different sizes of power banks. Because they don't really
use power bank. No, I've already put it to charge.
Okay, good.
I wasn't a promiscuous child.
No.
I was a child abused. You know? But I thought I could not remember all those things any longer. Recently, was it maybe last year or year before? I met the being. I met the guy.
Hey.
He's now an old man. I knelt down. I was saying hello, sir. You know, he was unable to talk. He was just looking at me.
And he saw, wait, he saw the mom putting pepper in your body. He saw the mom cutting you with razor blade.
Not the mom, it's his wife.
Wait.
His husband and wife.
So is the husband that molested you?
Yes.
You know, I was thinking he's one of the children.
No, all the children, they were little. I was the eldest then. So I knelt down and I said, hello, sir. He was unable to talk.
He saw, wait. You know when this thing you said now draw my attention to addictive circle. Do you know that when Nathan confronted David about the killing of, sleeping with Bathsheba and killing of Uriah, I mean, is it Uriah that was killed? Yes. Now, you know, David acted as if there was nothing. Because he was on the throne, he was still comfortable. It's an addictive mindset that puts you deep in denial as if you are good. Do you know it was like the person that did that must die until the prophet said you are the one. So he was there when the wife was cutting you with knife, putting pepper in your private part and everywhere, and making you to run naked around the compound, around the barracks, and he never said a word.
Not a word.
And he saw it.
Not a word.
The man is an addict.
Not a word.
God.
But now everything made sense. I did many counselings. In fact, was it last year or this year, January? I finished a 2-year continuous counseling.
I was in therapy for 2 years because of my struggle. 2 years.
I began to take it one by one, the low self-esteem, because I will just appear. Even if they don't invite me, I will invite myself. I become people's places. And they were using
abusing you, taking advantage of your vulnerability. Oh God.
Everything is making sense now.
Oh yeah.
The academic struggles, the silence, the shame, you know, the emotional log. Oh, shame is very bad. I wish Mom is alive now and we could just sit down and talk about this. And she would have seen where she had, you know, her own
mistakes too.
But I forgive myself.
Oh, you don't have a choice, man.
It wasn't my fault.
It's not your fault.
It was not my fault. But now I've become a wounded healer.
Continue, baby.
I'm healed enough to help others heal.
Now you are saying it, you don't understand. Now that you are saying it, it's a sign that you are healed. When they touch the point of your pain and it's not paining you anymore.
And that's one of those things that are traumas. I'm writing a book. Please don't come out.
Please write, I beg.
You know, I'm healed enough to help others healed. I've trained. I've studied. My specialist is in public health. As soon as they deliver the baby, till 5 years, you know, those formative years.
Yes.
That was my role. I've left that one too. I've gone into another thing now. So now I have rebuilt my peace by peace by peace, and I'm becoming whole, because it's a lifelong thing. It's a long life thing.
Therapy is for life, bro.
Yes.
Oh God.
And I want to thank my for life therapist.
I'm here for life. It's a covenant. I've signed my contract with you, man. We must show the devil. We must show the devil pepper in this life.
I turned my pain
to
into
purpose.
sensitivity.
Glory.
I turned my silence then. The voice I had, I do not have as a child, is now my voice.
Oh,
As
yeah.
soon as I screened somebody, I knew that this one is damaged.
Yes,
You
so
just need to bring yourself to the altar of counseling, therapy, altar of the one that can only save you, and the scar will be there no more.
Yes, he heals without a scar.
I've become a voice. You see, all those wounds has become wisdom.
Yes, so
because I research into each one of them.
Yeah.
Today, I'm no longer a victim.
No, you are a
But as a
victim.
man of God's mercy.
Hallelujah.
Myself in United Kingdom, it can only be God.
Yeah.
Because then there was no hope,
No
future,
sign. Kai.
no sign. I would have ended up at, well, it's messy. That's the only thing that I can say. Parents, please, listening here is very important. Drop everything you are doing when your children want to talk to you. Because leaving them to say, I'm coming, I will come back later to listen to it might be too late. Explain things to them. Protect your children.
You know, I was
Supervise them.
Please say that again. Protect the souls of your children. You know, I was telling a client of mine after doing the clacking and everything, and she was saying her therapy is expensive. I said, and this girl, obviously she has lost it. She said she'll be crying and be telling her children, pray for me, babies. I told her, I said, for the sake of your children, if now your husband has acted out, he's sleeping with every dick, dumb and harry, what about your children? Can't you just protect their souls? And you cannot heal. You cannot heal from what you have not been healed from. I'm just putting it that way. You cannot give what you don't have. You cannot be helping someone I swim. When somebody is drowning, the lifesaver will be looking at you until you are helpless, then he will now pick you because two of you will drown. So you and your children, you want to get into the pool of life and just, you said protect the souls of your children. And those children are naturally selfish. They will assume the reason why they are feeling that way is because it's their fault. They will not know that it's the baggages and the loads of their parent that is affecting them. They will just assume, if I'm a good girl, mommy and daddy will not fight. And there are so many unanswered questions. Oh God. So many unanswered questions. My story, my reality. This is loaded. Oh,
look at how much I was bringing into
the world.
My own parent.
You see, that's another.
How much I was bringing the baggages.
No, it's not only from parenting. Choice of marriage. You are traveling too far. Choice of marriage. It is the baggage that makes you to make choices in marriage. Please.
It does. Yes. Please, parents, know who you hand over your children to. Understand the emotional risks. It goes a long way. It's a generational thing. If not for Christ, if not that I've come to the crossroad of that tape, because many times I felt like running away. I felt like, well, what else? Many times. But God, in His mercy, with the people that He has prepared, He put them there because of emotional damage. Talking out we make you to become very, what's the word to give it? Because I was unable to share this for many years. Many years. It was a shame.
Of course.
It was a shame. But it wasn't a shame because it was not my fault.
You didn't do anything. It's a man that is an addict. That's why when anything happens, they'll start blaming women. You want to take my husband. You are the one seducing my husband. No. Nobody seduces your husband. Your husband has seduction problem, has addiction problem. Simple.
If a child comes to say this is what happened, please believe them. Don't water it down. Please believe them. When a child come and say that uncle touched me, believe them. Because that will go a long way if you don't.
And some children, some parents are even so aggressive that their child will never open their mouth to tell them what somebody else is doing to them. Because we look at the beating. You even sent a letter to your parent. Your mom, she didn't see it. She might see it and say, what is wrong with her lazy girl? She didn't want to read there.
Just stay there. Just stay there.
Stay there. Yes, now stay there. There.
Oh, parents, your silence can wound. But when you are there, not physically now, emotionally, touch them, touch their shoulder, and it's never too late, even if they are adults.
Yes, so it's
you can still do it. You can still do it. You can still do it. But now, what I normally tell myself, you are not dirty. You are not stupid.
You are clean.
You are not guilty. And you are not alone.
Absolutely.
You have people around you. Yes. Please, if you're going through anything, either you're watching now or later, these are catalogs of things. Day by day, I'll be sharing them in catalog.
Yes, myself. I told them, I said, if I come to this side of my story that you just shared today, oh God. Every star has a scar. We only turn it to stars. Every star has a scar.
I'm passionate about abuse. I think we have about 10 categories now, according to the NSPCC. 10 categories. I am passionate about safeguarding. Passionate about safeguarding. What happens to you is not who you are.
No.
Healing is possible. Mama is a therapist, even though it may be expensive, but it's her time.
You know what I said? I told somebody, I said, if you want to go to a professor for surgery, a professor doctor, it's different from somebody who just left university. I've done this for 42 years of my life. You can't buy experience. That's the cost. I blink like this, I have answer. You know when you ask me questions, you wonder, how did you come about this? Because I've learned a lot on this job. So I don't have a choice. If I don't put it like that, what you don't pay for, you don't value. You paid. You even paid for therapy, yes or no? You did.
I did.
She paid. It's not that, but because I have to schedule, I have to restructure, I have to organize myself and make sure that, and I see people that will not value the time you are spending with them. They will sit you down and talk on the phone for hours. Your phone will be hot. They won't value it. So, and what you don't value, you lose. It is the person that values gold that you sell it to. So what you are, and I've always tell my clients, I said nobody can pay me for my services, and that is the truth. Money cannot quantify the deposit, the impact of what is being released into people's lives. You still gave me money a few days ago. Is it? You are still blessing me, apart from the fact that we are still on, because you just felt this woman needs to be blessed, and that's so you are not giving me money as a therapist, as it were. Of course, I'm doing my time, I'm doing my job, I'm doing well-structured Zoom meeting and all of that with you. But the truth is, Jesus said it. When unclean spirit goes out of a man, He walks through that place, he's seeking rest, and say, let me return and check. If he comes back and there's no therapy, there's no structure, he's coming back with 7 stronger demons. And that's the scriptures. He said when he comes back, you will start behaving as if you are not the one that said you gave your life to Christ. I've seen people that are loaded but they are wounded. I've seen believers that you are wondering, is this person ever came out for an altar call? Has this person, and you know them, they are born again. I remember when my children were growing, my children would say, Mommy, can somebody born twice? I'll say no. You can be born and be a dwarf. You can be born and be kwashiorkor and be malnutrited. You can be born and be autistic, but you are born. That's the answer I used to give because they are wondering, we are born again, but what is this thing? Why are we struggling? Wow, it's been.
You know, if you are a midwife, if you're pregnant yourself, you need another midwife to deliver you.
Thank you.
And I'm a counselor, but I still need someone to listen to me. It's very easy to counsel people.
Yes, so
you know,
physician, heal yourself.
The healing is possible even after years. Please don't suffer alone. Share it.
Thank you.
If you're not ripe enough, if you're not bold enough to share your story, that's fine. It will take time. But
yes.
sharing it, you know, make you to become ease. It's because this is a family thing. It's like, oh, but now I feel better. I'm a living proof that therapy works.
Yes. So
I'm a living proof that counseling works.
Yeah.
I'm a living proof that healing can be. I mean, you can do it again. You can be who you want to be. I'm not a doctor as I planned.
Wow.
But
you are touching lives. You are making waves. You are making impact. Wow.
That pain, don't let it go.
Don't waste your pain. Come on. Don't waste your pain.
Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Because there must be a reason why it is permitted. Don't waste it. That Victoria Kimbe that I mentioned, they brought her to have a better life. But unfortunately, the guy there, they mistreated her. They will not give her food. They will not give her water. They locked her up until she starved to death. So don't die in your pain.
Thank you. There's always a way out.
Begin slowly. But if you want to let out the first time, let it be in a safe place. Please.
You don't cry before someone that will not say sorry to you, that will mock you and take advantage and profit by your predicament, and your story will not be talk of the town. Yes. People have cried to wrong people in this life.
I share this is not that I am bitter. I am
bitter.
No longer.
You can't be bitter and be talking like this.
Myself and that's mom, you know, we are friends. We are. So I'm no more bitter, but I am better to better other people's lives. Don't take it in. Don't eat it yourself. Let others eat from that plate and begin to go and impart their own words too. Thank you so much. Do you want me to stop or last to continue?
When I love to relate scriptures with things like this, because a lot of people think, especially in Africa. I think I told you that one day I was in England and then we were driving somewhere and I saw them dropping flowers on the road. Cars were packed, and I asked the star that was driving me. I said, "What's going on here?" She said somebody died. Somebody's dog died, and they were dropping. The therapist said they should go and grieve the dog. Probably he actually willed his life to the drugs. He went to the dogs or something. She has to go and grieve. You said a lot about trauma. Nobody tells you how to grieve. Look at Joseph. I love scriptures because me personally, everything that I see in the Bible is trauma family system, abuse. That's all I see from Genesis to Revelation. You know, look at Joseph. As soon as he interpreted the dream of the baker and the butler, the trauma just boom opened up. I didn't do anything. What did they put the reason? I didn't offend. God said this one cannot go to where it's going. You know, when you are saying you are healed and you are no more in pain, God said this guy is some stars. He had to be great. His mess must be his message. His mess must be his mandate. That is his ministry. But you cannot be talking from the place of pain. You cannot be bleeding and be speaking from the place of woundedness. 2 years, Joseph was in therapy. 2 solid years.
Yes.
He dealt with generational pattern. He understood trauma. He understood forgiveness. He understood bitterness. He went into deep soul searching, healing in and out. By the time he got to the palace, he was not looking for vengeance. He was healed. How do I mean? When his brother came, they thought, we're going to die now. We're in trouble. He said, you guys don't worry. You meant it for evil. God. You know, when you are healed, you understand that your mess is your ministry. God allowed it for you to go through all of that so that you can, from the comfort you have received, you will comfort others. He said you meant it for evil, but God has turned it around. When his father wanted to cross his hand, he studied his family system. He knew they were losing all their firstborn son. He said, Daddy, don't cross your hand. I'm a transitional person. I am stopping this insanity. And that was the turning point. So when you are healed, you are healed. When you are healed, you say it because somebody else must learn from it. You are not speaking out of pain. You can't even be in pain and still be talking like this. If what you had gone through, you have not dealt with it, you'd have become a shadow of yourself on the street. You know how many women and men are in the shadows of themselves? They are just living, they are living in mirage. They are dancing to a music, they don't play who is playing the rhythm, they are just in pain. And nobody knows, because Africa don't talk about trauma. They don't talk about pain. No. Your husband committed adultery, you want to kill yourself. It's part of it. It's trauma. You have to go to therapy and heal. And forgive him, forgive yourself, and ask yourself, how did I get into this relationship? Is it not because me too I have my baggages? From that angle, you are okay. Now I understand. It's not even my husband's fault. It's not anybody's fault. That's why in our profession, we don't blame people. We don't judge people. We allow you to take responsibility for your actions, but we don't let you feel you are an outcast because of what you have been through or what you're going through. Please, I want to say thank you. We spent over an hour already. You know that for sure.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
5:05. But honestly, we've been able to. Some people will watch later. Some people, please share with your friends. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok. Go and share with your friends. And please, I want to appeal to the church. Understand that when people are born again, their spirit is born again. Their soul is not born again. Their body is not born again. They are loaded, they are wounded. Their soul is the seat of trauma. It's still the seat of their career. That's why people that knows that smokers are liable to die young is reading at the pack of the cigarette pack, and they will still smoke because it's beyond the smoking. It's pain. They are medicating. One of the things she said, some of you don't understand, that trauma made her to be addicted to pleasing people. That is her own. Some it could be just being crazy sexually. She said she was not promiscuous. That is not her trauma line. Some will be so angry, you'll be angry. Some will be talking. Some will be shopping. Some will be eating. Whatever it is that you use to cover the pain, the trauma, it becomes addictive. She said, if you don't invite me, I will invite you. That's trauma bonding. She started becoming fix. Even when she's not appreciated, she will still fix. Until she realized that, okay, it is in therapy you understand the dynamics, the depth of that, how deep is the wound. You don't know it until you start talking about your life in therapy. Thank you so much for coming. Gentle Still Devotional is out, the one of December 2025. It's going to be a whole year. I have the one of October came out. We have it on e-copies. It's on seller. Have they put it on seller now? It should be there. I'll ask the people in charge. You know, it's a beautiful one. Very powerful. Reclaim rest. Chronic alertness isn't faithfulness. It's trauma. You are not meant to live on high alert forever. Rest in resistance. Rest in is holy. Come to me, all you that labor. Powerful. You have prayers there. You have intercession there. You have confession. You have turning point. You have so much to take. This is December's own. We are printing another one for the whole 12 months of the year. We're going to be having it every month. We call it Gentle Still Devotional, 30 days of sanity and quiet strength in a narcissistic or a difficult marriage. Send us a DM and get your copy, and you can subscribe for 1 year. It's just, if you are subscribing for 1 year, it's 50,000. If you are buying it every month, it's 5,000. We're just, this is a brain investment. I've written this book for I think I wrote it about maybe 4 years ago, and I didn't publish the devotional. Now it's time. You see, that's why I tell people vision is for the appointed time though. Tonight we are going to have 1 hour of intercession. We pray 1st to 3rd of every month, and the theme of our prayer is the blessings of God make it rich and added no sorrow. We are addressing the root of sorrow. We are covenanting, we are connecting, we are going deep into God's blessings for 2026. Your parting word before we leave. Say something before we leave.
Oh, thank you so much, Mommy. Thank you, the viewers. Sorry, I'm choking.
Sorry. It's,
thank
you know you are in winter, so
it's very cold here.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you so much for the listening here. Please, whatever we've had here today is wrong. It's the truth. Your future generation matters a lot. So be there for your children and yourself.
Thank
Look after
you.
yourself.
I'm happy you saved yourself.
Yeah, look after yourself. You are the car that is taking everyone.
Thank you.
So in order for you not to break down, you need the petrol, you need the oil, the engine must be sound, and you are that engine. The 12 body systems must work properly. Please, and please, look after yourself. It's only when you are living that you can look after others. Look after yourself. You are number one. I love you so dearly. I love you, Mama. Thank you so much for this great opportunity to come and share the story. The one out of many.
We are hoping. I told them it's in chapters. The next one I'm going to share about myself. And so some people will say it's not possible. I remember one of the ones I was going to share. Maybe my story, my reality. I was really offended. You know, I intentionally started with growth, spiritual growth, in my story and my reality. But the truth is, God has taken me through the journey of spiritual growth, even in the midst of the storm. I remember one day. Let me take it to the next. My story, my reality. I'll share it next time. Then I'll bring you in. We keep interjecting, bringing people. Just let people know that this space, you can take all you can. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming. I'll see you behind the camera.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.